to my channel, A Place to Talk. I'm Julia, and I'm actually quite excited. I just recently got this in the mail, and I finally made the time. I thought I would do an unboxing because to me this is really special. It is a Kipper deck and a Lenormand deck, and it's called the Siren Song. So let's just open this right up and get started, okay? Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope that this helps you enjoy the deck, and also I hope that you get a good understanding of what these two decks are about. I have been doing Lenormand and Kipper for quite a few years, and I absolutely love both of them. Okay, so let's just see. The box is nice and strong. That is awesome. And in here it says, "May the Siren's song guide you away from rocky shores and lure you into dazzling depths of your own truth and mystery." Awesome. So here we have a wonderful book. And this is, I'm just going to read it. This is by Carrie Paris and Tony Savory and Tina Hart. Okay, and they have been doing these things for a long time. They are masters. Okay, so in here, I will just show you. It shows you the introduction, and it first goes through the Lenormand cards and then the Kipper cards. And then let's just take a look. "I am the shore and the ocean, awaiting myself on both sides." Great quote. So let's just take a peek. The structure of the Siren Song. So what the sirens are singing is a story. It is a tale with a beginning, a middle, and an end. It is a narrative that lures you with the promise of discovery and understanding. It reveals your past, present, and future. It is a song of undulating complexity. Within its notes are multiple hues and harmonies. The song is different for everyone. The sirens are singing exactly what you need to hear. Those who dare to listen must listen closely and be prepared for hidden treasure, nuggets of insight, and deep knowledge. Oh, I'm just excited. Okay, so these are the Lenormand cards. So they have a little brief explanation of each one. Okay. And then, let's see. So then they end with the cross. Oh, this is going to be fun. I can't wait to show you. Okay, let's look at the cards in a second. So then they do the Kipper cards in a separate section. And they have a grand tableau for the Kipper. Oh, I love it. This is going to be exciting. So I'm going to just briefly explain the Lenormand versus the Kipper. So they're two separate types of decks. And these people have made it so that you can use them together, or you can use them separately, either way. Okay, so I have, okay, so we're gonna just take a look. So here we have the Kipper and the Lenormand. So they have an L and a K, okay? So see that, there's an L and a K. Okay, hopefully these are, so I'm just taking a look. This is new to me too, so we're just gonna take a look. So there's a sunshine on the bottom of one side, and I love this key. The key is excellent. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. And I also have some Palo Santo here. So we're just going to just cleanse them. Actually, I'm going to take this out. We're just going to do this briefly. And then the next one too. I'll take the plastic off. And these are the Lenormand ones. And we'll just take a look at the cards, and then I'll show you. We'll maybe do a quick reading of both of them, okay? Just so everybody can see the difference. Okay, so Lenormand first. We're going to do that one first, and then we'll look at the Kipper after. Lenormand is really specific and quite literal. So when you see the rider, that means someone is bringing you news. And this also means that it's urgent. So no matter what way you see it, it's going to be that way. And then it connects to the next card. Lenormand, you read them in combinations or in a story form. So if we'll just look through the cards. We don't need to teach right now. Okay, so these are the beautiful cards. The rider, the clover, and what I like about different decks is that it's so clear. You know what it is. And if you have any hesitation, you see it's the house. Okay, it also has the playing card up in the right corner. So a tree. Okay, so see, in case you wondered what that was, it's a tree because it says the tree. And the clouds often have the dark on one side and the light on the other. Okay, there's reasons for all these things. And then you have the snake. You know, the snake is not a favorite card, but that's not a bad looking snake for a snake. And it's also the queen of clubs. And then the coffin. The coffin just simply means an abrupt end of something. And the bouquet, flowers, and the scythe. Oh, I like the scythe. This scythe shows you that you're going to harvest something quickly. The whip means you're going to, this repeats things over and over and over. It can be bad, it can be whatever it's going to be describing in the cards. This is the birds. The birds are read different ways. You can either read them as an older couple, or you can read them as like birds are. They're chittery, chattery, so communication, and also anxiousness because they flutter about. Here is a child, and they have 2 child cards, so you can pick which one you think is more a child for you. And then you put the extra one in the deck. You put the extra one away. And then we have the fox. The fox is a job, or it's also being very smart and sly and cunning. The bear, that's a beautiful bear. And the bear is something very big. So it's going to describe something big. It's also like a mama bear for protection, and it's also a windfall in financial affairs. And then we have the star and the stork. Okay, the cat or the dog. So they're both number 18. You pick which one you like. If you prefer a cat, you can have a cat. But in Lenormand, it's generally the dog. And the dog is loyal, and just that's what a dog is. So that's what's symbolizing that, a loyal friend. And the tower. The tower is very different than tarot. The tower here is higher perspective, longer range view. Also, it's a corporation, so it can be connected with the higher jobs in a corporate ladder type of a thing. And then you have the garden. The garden is your social network. Mountain. Oh, I like this. See, it's light and dark as well. Mountains are obstacles and also long distance, and it could be traveling. Crossroads. Okay. I'm like, where's the road? But it's you can pick either way, left or right. So it's crossroads. Mice. Heart. Oh, look at that heart. Interesting. It's bleeding down here. And this is the ring. The book. The book means hidden secrets and things that are mysteries. Sorry, this is on fire. We're just going to blow this out. Okay. Book. Letter. I like the letter. It's always meaning communications coming in a written form. Then we have the man and the woman. Okay, the man and the woman. Or you have another man and another woman. You can choose which ones you prefer. You can have any combination of either of all of these. So whichever way you want to read them, you can have 2 women, 2 men, or whichever set of men and women you want. Okay. Then the lily, which is patience, enduring, and also sensuality. The sun, the moon, and the moon here is more like being known for something, and yeah, your job as well. And the key, I love the key. The fish, and who doesn't like the fish? The fish means abundance, and it usually means financial abundance, but if you're connecting it with something else, it could mean abundance of something else. And this is the anchor, and then we have the cross. Okay, so these are Lenormand. Okay, so we'll just set them there. And then what we're going to do is we'll look at the Kipper. The Kipper are different. What Kipper does is Kipper reads directionally. So each card faces left, right, or no direction at all. So we're going to take a look at this. They call them sirens instead of man and woman. But here we go. See, he's looking that way. So if you're doing a reading, you're going to take your eyes to follow where he's looking at. Okay, and that's where your story goes. And this one's looking to the right. Okay, and then they have marriage, marriage, marriage. Okay, so they have 3 different marriage cards, which means like getting together or a commitment. So you can here pick which one that you would want to have, and then you take the other ones out because generally you don't have that many in the deck. Okay, I'll just leave them there for now. Okay, get together. So this means like a gathering. Good gent, good lady, letter. And this also is like a letter coming. I'm not sure what the direction is. I would say maybe this way. And false person, change. See, it's all underwater because they're sirens. This is Odyssey, and Odyssey means journey, wealth, rich girl, rich gent. Whoa. Good outcome. That means success. Deep thoughts. Girl and child. I think, oh, that's not girl, that's gift. I'm sorry, because she's offering a gift. That's a gift. And then you have the child. And then you have endings with the coffin here. And then house. Parlor, it's like the living room. Military, the military man. The courts. So these are very specific. If you get the court, you know that there's something legal going on in your reading. Theft, someone's stealing, and see, she's looking this way, but she's facing this way. So that's going to be interesting in the reading. High honors. Great fortune. That's a very beautiful card. Unexpected money. Who doesn't want to see that one show up in a reading? Expectation. I like it. So she's looking this way. That's her direction in this card. Expectation. Prison. Mediator. Brief illness. Sorrow. Murky thoughts. I think that's the one on the box, which is interesting. Murky thoughts is on the box. Okay, murky thoughts. Occupation. Long road. I like it because it's a dock. I like docks. And then we have hope. Great hope. Okay, so those are the Kipper cards. So that you can see they're a little bit similar, but not quite. Each deck has 36 cards, except all the extras that they made. But these ones have the playing cards and these ones do not. Okay, so that's how you can see that they're different. Plus the backings are different as well with the L and the K. Okay, so what we're going to do is let's pull 3 cards. I'm going to shuffle them and we are going to see what, I'm going to show the example of a Lenormand card. What will this deck like to teach us, and what can we learn from the Siren song for Lenormand? Siren song, Lenormand. What can we learn? The moon. The moon means it's going to be recognized. Oops. There, you can see that the cards do bend a little bit. Okay. And woman. Oh, she's looking at the moon. See, she's okay. This is Lenormand. Sorry, I'm getting myself confused already with the 2. Okay, so let's see. And then tree. So this would mean the moon is, you know what, and let's see what the book says, because I've never really seen how this book works. So we'll see how we can find things in it. The moon is usually business, I mean your reputation. So let's see what this says here. Yeah, see, so fame, honor, and recognition. Moon, like the stars, brightens the night sky, but where the stars uses its light to guide and align the moon, it chooses instead to focus and cast a big spotlight on the siren or the situation. Consequently, it's a card of reputation, great honor, and fame. When close to the siren, free from challenging cards, there will be recognition for hard work and determination. When distant, the spotlight's beam can reach the siren, leaving them feeling invisible and unappreciated. When they mean farther away, they mean like in a big spread if it's further away from the significator. Okay, so this means reputation. And so this is describing the reputation. This woman is going to have a reputation and it's going to be long lasting. Okay, so this deck, I'm going to read this woman as the deck because we're talking about what the deck is going to share with us. This deck is very intuitive like a woman. It's going to be well known and it's going to be here for the long term like the tree, and it's going to bring a lot of nourishing health and a lot of wisdom to us. Okay, so that's how you read these in a connected way. Okay, so we're going to now look at the Kipper, and maybe what we'll do after is see how they go together. Okay, so what will the Kipper deck show us here? Okay, so here we have the woman, and she's looking to the right, and she's looking to the marriage, and we have deep thoughts. Okay, so for the Kipper, the woman is looking forwards to her marriage, and yet she, I would say here, because maybe she's in deep thought about this. Okay, this is going to be her deep thoughts. It depends on what angle you're reading this from. If you have a bigger question about a man, then you might say this is his thoughts. But in this reading, this is her thoughts about marriage are a little bit, she's just in deep thought about that. Not sure if she wants that, or maybe she does want it. We'd have to describe more on that. So together, all 6 of these cards. Okay, let's just see. So here again, we have both of these looking at the moon. So they are both going to be well known. This deck is going to be well known for that. And marriage, you know what? We can also read marriage other than just marriage, is like, this is a marriage between me as a reader and this deck as the other partner. So this is going to be a good marriage, a good working order together, and it will take us deep into thoughts. So deep thoughts doesn't have to be a negative card. It can say this deck is going to take us into deep thoughts and we're going to be able to work really well with it. And it's going to help us to get good roots like our tree. So you know what? I kind of like that. I like reading them together. I didn't know how I would like that. So overall, I would say these 2 decks together are going to be well known, and they're going to be well rooted in many people's lives, and they will be great partners to work with for reading and for the reader and the person who's listening on the other end. Maybe these are the 2 people together, they're looking at each other. So if you're doing a reading for someone else, you're going to meet really well with this deck, and you can actually learn something together. See, so that's another way of reading them. So anyways, these are just my ideas. I would love to hear your comments, what you think about it. Let me know if you're going to get some of these. This deck just came out in August 2023. Okay, and I'm just going to show you the back of the box. We'll look at this here again. It says, these decks invite us into a world inhabited by iridescent characters who lend their magic, myth, and tentacles to every oracle reading. The result is as seductive and eternal as the legendary Siren song. So you know the siren is calling deeply. So these cards are going to deeply call us into learning with deep thoughts. It's going to bring us to deep places. We're going to be able to connect well with it, and it will be used really well known in the divination community. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.